Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is October 12th, and our reading is What a Piece of Work. What a piece of work is man, so noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no, nor woman either. And that's William Shakespeare Hamlet, Act 2, Scene 2. Gee whiz, there's just no pleasing some people. Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, was a moody schmuck, a gloomy Gus, a chronic mope. On the other hand, a Greek slave in Rome had this to say, quote, God has given us the faculties by which we are able to bear what comes to pass without being crushed or depressed thereby. Why then do we moan and groan, blind to the giver, making no acknowledgment to the benefactor, but giving ourselves to complaints? And that's Epictetus from Of Providence. We know who we'd like to have coffee with. Our attention is like a grow light. When we focus it on bad news and trouble, that's all we see. When we focus on gratitude for our blessings, our eyes are filled with beauty and wonder. That really is a classic comparison and contrast. You got somebody who's Prince of Denmark and has everything he wants and is beside himself with grief and dissatisfaction and self-pity. On the other hand, you've got Epictetus, a Greek who was born into chattel slavery somewhere in Turkey and taken at a young age to Rome, where a sadistic master intentionally broke his leg so that he had to walk with a crutch for the rest of his life. And what he's saying is, hey, let's look for good stuff about like Johnny Mercer. It's entirely up to us what we choose to see. If we're looking for bad stuff, we'll find it. But it's much, much better, in our opinion, to be grateful for what we've got than to complain about what we have not. This month's theme is gratitude, and an attitude of gratitude costs us nothing. And people who say, well, I don't have anything to be grateful for. Open your eyes. What a bunch of mopes. If if we have nothing to be grateful for, maybe that's our problem. Maybe we're just too grumpy to see anything of beauty or to express any kind of thankfulness for the blessings that we have in our life. And this is not to say that there aren't great discrepancies in how much material wealth people have, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to be a Kennedy for all the money and prohibition. The idea that having a bunch of stuff and looking cool and all this other kind of stuff makes you happy is demonstrably untrue. It does nothing of the sort. So it behooves all of us to develop our gratitude. One thing we can do is to change what we want. That's a solution suggested by the Stoics, chief among them Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. And happy trails to you until we meet again.